I wanted to go live because I haven't been on in quite some time, and I wanted to do your a little late, but I'm going to do the forecast for the February 12th through the 22nd. But this broadcast is more about me showing you certain things you could use around the house to purify and cleanse the energy inside your house. If you saw my last newsletter, you can clearly understand why I'm doing that. Had some issues. But before we get into that, let's get the forecast done first, and then I'll proceed forward, okay? I hope everyone's had a nice Valentine's Day. I know a lot of you have a 3-day weekend, and it is President's Day. And please bear with me. I'm sniffling, I'm sneezing. My allergies are like out of control. So bear with me. But we do have, we started off this week with the Chinese New Year, and it is the year of the ox on February 12th. And people who celebrate, especially over in China, take about a 7-day respite. So from the 12th through, I don't know what, 12, 30, 40, through the 18th, they'll be off. So souls born in the year of the ox are usually very, they're considered very strong individuals. They're patient, they're kind, very, very methodical, and very reliable. They truly value their friends as well. Now, February 14th was Valentine's Day, and it moved into a new moon energy in Aries. So yesterday would have been a very, a lot of people, not just myself, others with Aries in control, people felt more adventurous, more amorous. The vibe, it was lovely all around for a great many people. Those of you that are interested, I am running a Valentine's Day special from the 13th through the 25th. This is the compatibility chart between two people. I use Nostradamus' 16th century method of astrology, and I combine that with synastry. And I incorporate that, and who knows? Maybe you're with Mr. or Mrs. right now, or you're with your Mr. or Mrs. right, your soulmate, or even karmic relations. So usually it's $95. It's 30% off right now, $65. 2 birthdays, about an hour and a half recorded MP3 file along with the hard copy file sent to you. Nothing is mailed. In the COVID age, I'm getting away from mailing stuff. Unless you'd like to pay for that, then there's that too I can offer you. So go on my website and check it out. Now, there are days of caution coming, and they are for the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th of this week, and it brings a very intense energy with it. Not only is this energy taking on kind of a plutonic effect in some ways, but we also have Saturn, Uranus squaring, which is tension and challenges, in Aquarius. And so this is making matters more volatile, more explosive, angry, aggressive. Be careful, sit back, observe, but do not, and I repeat, do not get involved. The sun will enter dreamy and intuitive Pisces on Thursday, February 18th. So those of you who are born in the constellation or the sun sign of Pisces, happy birthday. Your birthday is coming up. It is soon to be Pisces season. Sun in Pisces is a karmic sign, just like Capricorns. These are the 2 signs in the zodiac that are karmic, so they will have a lot of karmic residue to deal with. And Pisces is one of the most difficult signs in the zodiac, like I said, due to the past karmic residue. Pisces are urged, though, to reach for the stars and reach for higher consciousness instead of getting involved with any kind of organized religions. As the saying goes, swim upstream towards the light. Use your intuition, Pisces, and your spirituality to guide you, for it will never let you down. You're one of the most intuitive signs in the zodiac. Hi, Kathy. How are you, hon? You're one of the most intuitive signs in the zodiac. Use your intuition and don't fall for religious gurus and false prophets, and you shall do just fine, Pisces. Now, this is going to be a very interesting week. We may be in a waxing moon phase, but the stellium, there's a stellium of 5 planets: Jupiter, the Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Saturn, all in Aquarius. So with this being said, expect the unexpected and the shocking to happen. Be safe and know the stars, and you will follow its jurisdiction, and you will be okay. Okay, so if you have any questions on that, please don't hesitate to let me know. Now, for the last 10 days or so, I have been stewing about something, and I wasn't really going to bring it up to anybody because it's really nobody's business or problem but my own. But many months ago, I had a premonition about this individual, and I self-doubted myself. What I mean by that is I sat back and I said, you know what, Linda? You know your own stars, and you know you have a dragon tail in Virgo, which can make you incredibly critical of people. And I can jump to assumptions. So I sat back and I said, okay, stop being that suspicious Italian. That's what my mother said. We're always suspicious of people, but I should have been suspicious. I should have realized my gut instinct. I should have known better. I should have trusted myself. It wasn't until about 10 days ago when I got a hold of the construction worker that I had hired to install my windows. I got a hold of his birthday. Oh, jeez. Oh my God. Make a long story short, back in August of 2020, I purchased with my mother, we went 50-50 on new windows for our house because the windows we'd had were from the 80s. They were old. They weren't, we just needed, it costs money because in the end it saves money. It saves on your heating bill, everything. So I figured, okay, we'll go 50-50. When I first got quoted this price, I thought, geez, that's a little pricey, but you know what? He's a neighbor. Not only is this person a neighbor up the street, I was referred to him by a neighbor. I thought, okay, what do I know about windows, right? Just like, what does he know about astrology? I don't tell my dentist how to do his job, right? Anyway, I already thought it was a little high, never bothered to shop around or price because you would have think that your neighbors wouldn't steer you wrong. Boy, was I wrong. End up finding out that I was probably overcharged by $2,500. The job is still not done. And I don't even think I'm ever going to see him again. Not that I want him here. And after what I've done to him through the great, beautiful, and wonderful goddess Hecate, he doesn't need to come back. It's best he steers clear of me. Now, Hecate is the goddess of justice, and she is the goddess of karma as well. She's the ruler of dogs. They consider her the dark goddess, but when you call upon her for swift justice, she will answer your call. Okay? And so I had to call upon her. I had to invoke her, not just for protection, but to make the wrong right. Now, the difference between what I practiced the other day on this individual is this. It's very rare that a witch gets to discard of her magical ashes at a crossroads that he actually lives on. Oh yes, you discard at a crossroads, but it's the same crossroads he's going to drive on. So, pardon my French, but you do not fuck with someone who is elderly. He took advantage of my mother, who is an elderly woman. He took advantage of me. Pardon my French, but I will fuck you up if you fuck with me or my mother or my family. Now, I got myself all into a hissy fit. So a friend of mine who is a voodoo high priestess in New Orleans, it's like, Linda girl, we got to calm your ass down. And I'm like, okay. Couple of things before I go outside and do black salt and smudge my property, she was explaining to me, and I know this, but I kind of wanted to hear it from her. She's like, Linda, you gotta cleanse and purify the inside before you even begin to work on the outside. So, believe it or not, there is a product out there you can go get at the dollar store for $1, okay? And it is a Southern woman's secret, is what I've been told, and this is what they used to cleanse and purify things with. Yes, I agree. Shame on him. He lives right up the street too. So, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh my God." It's like sleeping with the enemy almost. Anyway, good old-fashioned pine saw. Now, a lot of Southern women in the South, especially, not just white women, but black women as well, a lot of women from the South have been indoctrinated, and they do not realize that when a voodoo high priest gives me a lesson on how this came about, I find it very fascinating. But yeah, a little pine salt. Now remember, pine is used as a cleanser and a cleanser to rid yourself of energy. Now this jackass has been in my house, so I wanted to cleanse my house of his energy. Tomorrow I'll probably walk around the entire circumference of my property, and I'm going to black salt everything. But pine salt is a good old-fashioned cleanser because the power of pine cleanses. Okay, that's one thing you can do. Second thing you can do, and it's not sage. You don't go around and sage your house. Sage is not what's going to cut this. Now, this has seen better days, and I've burned quite a bit of it, but this was a Palo Santo stick. I sell them in my store, I think, for $2 or $3. A little bit goes a long way. And you Palo Santo the entire house with this, okay? Last thing I'm going to do, and anyone can do this, I would highly recommend this for anybody. Not if you're not, even if you're not having issues with someone, do this. So I have a bowl of water, just plain old water from the tap, from the sink. I have these stones. I'm only going to use one stone. I'm just showing you my tourmaline collection. Woo! Sorry. I'm a little clumsy today. My tourmaline collection. So tourmaline not only is it excellent for banishing and releasing negative energy, but it's also really good at ridding yourself of electromagnetic energy. I highly recommend people keep one by their computer. If you're dealing with any kind of energies, I highly recommend you keeping one by your bedside. However, taking one tourmaline stone, plop it in a bowl. I'm using one of my daughter's rice bowls. Plop it in the water. Remember, the water itself is a frequency and an energy. The tourmaline in there is going to mesh with it and make it kind of like a conduit for negative energy to go, if this makes any sense. Obviously, you don't want to leave this anywhere where your animals can get to it. Obviously, if I left this here, my cats would go, "Oh, another water bowl for me. Thank you." So you want to put this up on your mantle, up above somewhere in the main area of your home. I always suggest the living room, away from pets, and leave it there. And it will seep up the negative energy in your home, okay? Tourmaline, water. Very simple, very easy. These are just a few things you can do around your house to clean house, get rid of the negative energy that's in your house. I know a lot of people do this right after the holidays when they've had a ton of relatives that they can't stand over. I shouldn't say that, but they cleanse their whole house. Makes sense. So just a little something that I wanted to pass along to you guys. You can do all three of these like I'm doing, or just pick one. To be honest, out of all of these, the tourmaline is, I'm spilling it. The tourmaline is probably my favorite, and it'll probably really get the job done the most. Pine Sol's excellent too. The reason I say Palo Santo over sage is because sometimes there are people in your household that are very sensitive to sage, not the smoke. Sage, contrary to what people think it is a purifier. It's actually a conduit to getting in touch with the higher entities. Every time I burn sage in my house, my mother always has some sort of paranormal experience. So I've stopped burning my sage inside the house. Outside on the property is one thing. I stick to Palo Santo sticks. They seem to, now this is not for everybody. It's just that, it's not an accident that I have gifts and they've been handed down from my mother, even though my mother didn't realize she had gifts until later in life. Anytime you burn sage, it's going to trigger the psychic medium in the house in some way. Even if they don't know they're the psychic medium. So, just wanted to share that with you guys. And I kind of made a mess here with all this water. We're going to close up with a little angel card reading. Like I said, 16th, 17th, and 18th are going to be some interesting days. Watch the news. Don't go into crowds. Even though this moon is moving into, the energy is more into a Taurus energy. Because of where all the placements of the stars are, I'm concerned it seems to be taking on two energies, Platonic and Uranic, and they're kind of meshing together. Anytime you're dealing with that energy, you know that it's, Uranic is shocking and explosions, and Platonic is death, drama, rebirth, transformation. So before I end this broadcast, I am going to pull an angel card, especially since we have days of caution coming up. Kathy, I'm getting ready to put a whole bunch of products up on my website. I'm not going through Etsy right now. I hate Etsy. I might as well just continue with my website, but I have some Palo Santo sticks. I even have Palo Santo spray I've made, homemade, that I'm selling. If you don't like the smell of, I personally think the Palo Santo smells so much better than the sage. That's just my personal opinion. Like my mother said this afternoon, right before I got on here and I was doing it, she says, it smells like church. So, if any of you have grown up Catholic, you know all about the incense, So, you're Irish Catholic, so I know you must have been raised Irish Catholic. Just like I was raised, Italian Catholic. But yes, try the Palo Santo. I actually am getting ready to sell some on my site. I think they're like $2 or $3 a piece. I'll put them up this evening because I have a whole bunch of other stuff. I just got a big shipment of stuff that I got to put on my site and sell. I was going to do a whole bunch of Valentine stuff, but this issue with being ripped off just kind of made me negative. So I'm trying to snap out of that. Okay, universe, angels, what message do we have for the universe for the next couple of days? I forgot to do the tarot card of the week too. I'll do that later. What a great card. Manifestation. I hope you all can see that. Now, before I go in and read what it means from the book, I'm going to let you know what it means as a whole for all of us. It's called the power of thought and the power of suggestion. And when we think positive or we manifest and we really manifest, we can make things happen. So this could mean a great deal of things to a great many people. Okay, there are people in this world that want to do harm, so they're trying to manifest violence instead of peace. There are people in this world that want peace, so they're trying to manifest diplomacy and peace. It's about manifesting your desires, manifesting what you want out of life, and manifesting what you want this universe to be. Do we want a world full of hatred and bigotry and constant fighting? Or do we want a world where we are all equal, loving thy fellow neighbor? That would, in reality, that would be the world I would want. Not everybody wants that. There are people in this world that want death, destruction. Okay, here we go. You have manifested new opportunities and awareness and awarenesses. Know that you can experience these grits right now. She writes strange. Hi, Linda. How are you? Your hope for aspiration are on their way to you. They may arrive in the different fashions than you experienced or expected, but the rewards are truly the same and of your desire. Ask your angels to help you have faith in your ability to manifest. With this faith and the faith of the higher power, you can do anything. So it is all about manifesting. I'm not going to read it all because I work with these cards enough to explain to you exactly what it is. And it's manifesting. Those of you who are witches or in the occult, you know exactly what this means. Those of you that aren't, that's okay too. You have the power to manifest. Many years ago, my teacher used to say something to me, okay? And a lot of things went in one ear and out the other. But as I'm getting older, they're really ringing true. And what he said to me is, how did he put it? Your thoughts have power. You have to watch your thoughts because they have power. And you can manifest things. So there's an old saying he used to say, and I can't quite remember how it goes, but he always used to tell me, watch your thoughts. The power of positive thinking and thinking positive. All right, Kathy, manifesting money to you, girl. Money and you know what? We're getting ready to go into a Taurus moon tomorrow. It has everything to do with money. Light a green candle, pray over it, or a gold candle. Manifest that, mama. Okay, Kathy? Keep me posted. I can't wait to hear what happens. Hi, Mango. Hi. Anyway, manifestation. That is the key word for this week. I will get back on here. My kids put me on TikTok, and I really don't know how to use it very well. But on TikTok, I'm Astro_Strega. And on there, every Monday, I do my tarot card of the week reading. I didn't do one for this week. I might go in and do this card instead on TikTok. But that's about all I have to say. Thank you for listening to me bitch and moan about my Vida Loca, my crazy life. Probably going to get on here in another day or two. I wanted to do a friendship spell for you guys, show you how you can attract more friends into your life. Good friends that are good for your soul and good for you and the greater good of yourself. Sometimes we have a tendency to attract friends that are not so good. I want to do the friendship spell. The only other thing I think I'm going to do this week is someone wanted me to explain the 3 phases of each sign. Each sign has its phases. It's kind of like Mother, Maiden, and Crone. Each sign has its own phase, you know. Capricorn, you reach the peaks of cornucopia. I might do that in the next few days. Like I said, I have kind of been preoccupied writing letters and having my real estate agent kind of help me. But I'll get on here a little more often. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. I seem to get more people tuned in on Facebook Live than I do on YouTube. So I think I'm just going to continue to go on Facebook Live and download this video and just send it on over to YouTube. Because the last time I was on YouTube, there was nobody in there. And that's okay, I don't mind, but I do like to interact with all of my star family, as I call you guys. So anyway, I'm just about out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Linda, thank you for tuning. Kathy, thanks so much. And fingers crossed, manifest that money. I know, I'm a little crazy. What can I say? Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be safe out there. Ciao, Bella.